All right, we're live. We're setting up the Yeti mic, and we're using our 4K webcam, trying something a little different, trying to upgrade. We've been having issues with the Yeti mic, so it keeps going out. But it looks like it's good now. The video quality looks nice. I'm hoping that everything stays how it should be. Dad needs to get a new.
So amazing.
Sounds good.
It's hecka good.
Dad needs to get a new USB cord. Try not to touch any of the cords over here. The infinite one here with Dad. It's amazing.
Yeah. It just looks so good and just sounds hecka nice.
All right, so scoot over towards me. We can see it there. So if it goes out, we know.
You can put it back.
Yeah. But when you talk, I kind of want you to lean in a little bit.
Like that?
And talk a little louder.
Like that?
Maybe a little not as loud.
Like that?
Right about there.
Right about there?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So you just have like the perfect talking voice.
When I do?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel like I have a soothing voice.
Yeah.
And, okay, well, Infinite G and Dad, this podcast or this live is called Advice from G.
Advice.
And I thought that it would be a cool idea to ask Gio's advice because Dad's kind of going through a hard time. And maybe if he hears Gio's perspective and listen to Gio's advice, maybe it will help me. So I wanted to talk about it. But first and foremost, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Don't forget to lean in.
A little sick. Oh, I'm a little sick. A little bit. Tiny cold.
Tiny cold?
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel a little run down myself. I hope we both can get through it by Friday so we can spend the weekend together.
Yeah.
This is my weekend to have you, and I want us to do some podcast and a new chord. And
yeah, me too.
Hopefully this stays the whole time, but so far so good. Yeah. I think if we have a new chord, everything will be fine. But we do have the webcam. I don't know why we haven't used this before.
I know, right?
It looks really good. It adds a whole new look. Try to stay in front of me so my shadow doesn't block your face.
What shadow?
See? You guys scoot
up
a little bit. Yeah. We're working out the kinks.
Yeah.
First time. It's the first time using the mic, and
because it has a light on the camera, so that's why it looks so like white. Huh?
It looks really good in here. Yeah, this angle is way better. Everything just looks and sounds good. I'm happy with it so far. Yeah.
Look at the shelf. It looks curved.
Yeah. And Gio and I, we're going to do a podcast titled Intentions and what we intend to do for the rest of the year. I do want to talk about crystals more and show off our crystal collection and talk about which each one represents and stuff like that.
Like one crystal a day short?
Yeah.
Are we still going to do that?
Yeah, I would like to.
Okay.
Or at least a crystal a week would be awesome.
Oh.
Or a crystal every time we're together. And just even if we go on live and we talk about one crystal for 5 minutes and kind of talk about it and explain it and show it, I think that's neat. So that's one of our intentions.
Yeah.
But this episode or this live is advice from Gio. So I'm just going to talk about what I've been going through because I've been really having a bad couple of days, right? Feliz and I kind of broke up, right? And I haven't seen or talked to her in a long time, and that part really hurts. I'm dealing with that. That's kind of been brought up a lot for me lately, and I've been just sad about it. And I thought for a minute I was kind of over it and stuff, but it's being brought back into my consciousness, and it just hurts. And that was like one of my best friends for the last 4 years. You just don't see him anymore, right? So it's very difficult for Dad. On top of that, I think one of the main things that Dad is really struggling with is working at Starbucks.
Yeah.
And Dad feels a little embarrassed about it. So what do you think about me feeling embarrassed about it?
I don't think you should feel embarrassed about it.
I do.
Because some people don't even have a job. And you have a job. Some people in the world are poor. And don't have money at all. And don't have houses. And don't have jobs.
No, I know. It's just that, from where dad used to work at the stock market and compared to like his position in the world now, it's just hard for me because I used to make a lot more money. And,
Very wise G. Listen to him.
and, I know that I have a job, but I still struggle with working there. And like I told you that story, right? So I told Gio and my mom this story yesterday that I remember one time some guy was walking into Starbucks and I was like, "Hey, sir, how are you doing today?" And so I'm like, and his response was this, right? So I'm like, "Hey, sir, how are you doing?" Straw, right? So, straw. He just,
Straw.
tried to ask him how he's doing and how his day's going, and he's just like, straw. And I just, hand me a straw. But he didn't even say, can you please hand me a straw? He didn't say, hand me a straw. He just said, straw. And that's what I have to deal with sometimes. And I don't know. And like the food and the service industry is not an easy one to be in. And it's just, some people can be very rude sometimes. And I do feel embarrassed. And I know that I shouldn't, because you're right. Like some people don't have a job, right? But I think that I've been struggling with that lately.
Yeah.
So I know that you don't get it, and I don't know. Maybe it is an ego thing, and it is like a pride thing, I guess. But
yeah,
does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's I don't think that I'm better than anyone. I don't think that. I don't think that what's funny about working at Starbucks is that I didn't realize how much goes into working there. You were there for a day or two, and you kind of got to observe. And we work hard, and there's a lot of hard work that goes into it. So I have a whole different kind of respect and appreciation for people who are in the food and service industry, and especially at Starbucks, because it's so fast paced and it gets so busy that it sometimes reminds me of the stock market at times. Just, you get an order and you got to execute it and you got to be fast and you got to do it correctly. And it's just boom, 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 boom. And it's different, but it's kind of the same, right? And it's just not easy sometimes for dad's very good at what he does. Anytime he learns something new and he I make really good drinks, and I'm proud of myself, I mean, I guess the reason why I struggle with it is because that I just feel like I have so much more to offer the world, right?
Yeah.
Which I do. And I'm kind of just, I don't know. I'm stuck at a place where I'm just, sometimes I don't know how I feel. I guess maybe like I'm serving people who sometimes look down on me, or I have met a lot of really great people. And I feel like that's why, that's why I'm there. It's just hard for me. And I don't know. I'm struggling with that too. And it's just kind of like, Mercury retrograde is coming up. And during these retrogrades, right, it's a little different for you because you haven't been here as long. But for dad, I've been here for 41 years. So I have more experience points, right? Right. There are things that dad has gone through in life that really affected dad as when he was a child and growing up and stuff. And there's traumas that most adults have experienced within their life that they carry with them, right?
Yeah.
So during these retrogrades, part of the challenges are for those traumas and those issues that you have to come up, and you have the choice to face them or to run from them, like dad usually does, right? Because who likes to face their challenges head on? Is that an easy thing to do? Mm-hmm. It's hard. So, but now that I'm aware of these retrogrades and these challenges, and there's an eclipse coming up on April 21st. April 20th is going to be a solar eclipse, which is a really good day to manifest and to also release the energy that you no longer want to carry, right? Cool. For dad doesn't want to carry guilt, shame. He doesn't want to carry the energy of fear, pride, stuff like that. You're able to write a list of what you want to release, especially on an eclipse, and the universe really takes that away from you. That's how this works, right? That's
negativity?
Yes, exactly. Like any negative thoughts, and dad has a lot of negative thoughts about himself, which we need to do an episode about that. Because you do that sometimes too, where you talk about yourself, but we have the ability to let that go, right? Especially during the new moon and the full moon, the full moon especially, but during this eclipse is like a cheat code to be like, yo, universe, I don't want to carry this type of energy with me anymore. please take it from me. And but trust me, like it works. Dad has done this before, and the universe has taken that stagnant negative energy. So that's something that I really want to manifest and work on letting go. This eclipse is just that negative energy and just feeling embarrassed about working at Starbucks. And I feel bad that I feel embarrassed because so many people work at Starbucks, and I'm not like looking down, right, on anybody who works at Starbucks, because like I said, it's a hard job and not everybody can do it.
Right.
That's a real, like, not everybody in this world can work there. And there's a lot of entitled customers that come in and they could never work there, especially the impatient ones that don't understand what it's like to.
Sure.
Yeah, and there's so many people that are just so rude and impatient sometimes, and it's just like that part is hard for me. But I think I just have to look past that and look past the ego and realize, like you said, like a lot of people don't have a job. So I do have a job right now, and it might not be the job that I want right now, but we have to eat and we have to live. So that's why Dad's doing it.
Yeah.
But it's just not easy for me. Like, what do you think about all that?
Feel sorry.
I don't want you to feel sorry for me, because like I'm not doing this because I feel sorry for myself. Like I get, like, right, we all have a journey, right?
Right.
My journey is separate than yours. Like we have a similar journey, but still, like you have a whole journey ahead of you, right? We all have a different path, a different journey. So this is part of Dad's journey, and Dad gets that. And I also feel like I was sent there for a very specific reason as well. Like the universe placed me there. I just feel like I'm supposed to be there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know how like the old saying, like everything happens for a reason?
Yeah.
I get that. So I get that this is happening for a reason. I guess it's just hard because Dad, I mean, and this is not Dad being like cocky or like arrogant or like conceited or anything like that. Like, does what it means to be cocky?
Yeah.
Like Dad isn't cocky. Dad's humble, but. And I don't think that I'm better than that. I just feel like my talents are being wasted in a way, and I just feel like I have a lot more to offer, and I just feel kind of stuck right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I've been feeling stuck, and I feel I can't quite figure out why I'm feeling stuck. Maybe I think it's partly because of my confidence, and we talk about confidence, and we talk about like how I talk about how important our confidence is, but like Dad loses his confidence all the time. So I don't know. I think that's part of it too.
Yeah.
What's a good way that you think that I can like help get my confidence back?
Don't listen to others.
Wow.
Don't care about what other people think.
I think that that is part of Dad's problem, is really just a lot of the time worrying about what everybody else thinks. Do you care about what other people think about you?
Sometimes, but not all the time.
It's a tough challenge to. It's just a tough challenge to not care about what other people think.
Yeah.
And Dad's working on that. I have come a very long way. It is good advice.
Thank you.
And I just feel sad. I just feel sometimes disappointed in myself, because I do feel like there was a time where I kind of gave up and just gave up. I felt like there was literally nothing that I could do to make a difference in the world.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
Sorry, can you say that last part again?
So I felt like I gave up, and I felt like I couldn't make a difference. Like there was nothing that I could do to make a difference. So why even bother trying, right? Because like these podcasts and stuff, like this is me working on making a difference and like talking about things and bringing up difficult subjects and stuff like that, right? This is why we do these. We are like, our podcasts are about like meaningful stuff for the most part, and there's a lot of wrestling involved too. But like I try to make a point to talk about stuff all the time, like the new moon and stuff like that. But there was a point in my life where during COVID where I just got super depressed and lost hope and just felt like the world is in such a bad place and there's literally nothing I can do. So I just give up.
Never give up.
Never give up.
Never give up hope too.
Never give up hope.
Yeah, never give up. Never give up hope. And believe in yourself.
I think that it's hard for me to believe in myself sometimes.
Really?
Sometimes. Do you feel that way?
Yeah.
I don't want to feel that way because I do know I have what it takes. I think that for me, where I struggle, and this is where the eclipse comes in, and I'm going to ask the universe to take it, is that sometimes I don't believe in myself. It's that lack of confidence. It's that lack of believing in myself. And I'm really doing everything I can to get past that because it's holding us back, right?
Yeah.
Us back.
Right.
I think the biggest part of it, right, is fear. You understand what fear, the fear of it all. Like Dad is very intuitive. Dad is very psychic. Dad has seen and always sees the future all the time. And I know that sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, the day of, here's a prime example. The day of your soccer game, when I was getting ready, I was shaving my head and I thought to myself, I'm going to talk to Caden's mom and dad, and I'm going to realize that they're both Libras. Okay. This is while I'm shaving my head. Okay. So we get to your game, or excuse me. I get to your game. I sit behind Caden's parents. We start talking about astrology, and I know that his mom's a Libra, but I didn't know his dad was, but I got the vision while I was shaving my head that the dad's a Libra too. Wow. We started talking about astrology. Guess what sign Caden's dad is?
Libra.
He's a Libra.
Wow, that's cool.
Dad gets like visions like that all the time. And I can see what's to come, but so I know that there's a lot of success that's to come. And I think part of my struggle is the fear of being successful.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what can you say to me to get over that fear of success? Because I know that sounds crazy, right? Who would be afraid of being successful? But with that success, and you talk about wanting to be famous and stuff, like we have to have a podcast about that separately because there's a lot that comes with fame that I don't think you realize, and you have to be careful what you manifest. That's another podcast. But there is a little bit of fear of success because I know that there's a lot of success that is to come. Yeah. So how do I like shake that fear?
How do you shake that fear?
How would you get rid of being afraid of something? What would you do?
Try to forget about it a little bit.
Try to forget about the fear?
Mm-hmm. Try to gain more confidence.
Gain more confidence? Mm-hmm. You know, fear is an illusion, and fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear is not even real. Fear is just whatever it is in your mind, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I guess really like the power is in with like I had the power all along. Like I see, here's the thing about manifesting is like we can literally do anything we put our mind to. And I just feel like for me, I'm just holding myself back and I just feel stuck. I've just felt stuck, and I'm really working on stepping out of that. So with the eclipse coming, because I like to document and everything, right? And this is where Dad is at currently. This is the state of mind Dad is in. This is the energy that Dad is stuck in at this current moment that I'm talking about, and that I'm going to ask the universe to take for me on the eclipse. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we're going to do a follow-up and see how Dad's feeling, because energy is real. And I don't do, somebody said pee pee poo poo.
I don't do a lot of
but
taking dogs from China through mailbox.
Oh wow. That's a very interesting YouTube name.
Yeah. Taking dogs.
Dad's documenting this, and we're going to do a follow-up, and we're going to see how Dad feels after the eclipse. What are a few things that you would like the universe to take from you that you don't want to carry with you?
Fear.
Fear?
Not to lose my confidence, because sometimes when I'm playing a soccer game and I get scored on, like when I got scored on that penalty kick, I lose my confidence a little bit.
So this past Saturday, G was goalie, and it was tied 2-2. And then there was a handball on the team, so the other team got to kick a penalty kick.
And they gotta make it the best player on the team, and then they make it like literally 6 feet away from the goal.
It's a very, very tough shot to block, right? So they scored on G, and they ultimately lost 3-2, right? And G dove for the ball. He scraped his knee, but he really gave it his best, and he gave it his all. So you said you lost your confidence.
I had to get out of the game.
Yeah. Did you have to get out of the game because your knee hurt, or because you felt bad?
No, my knee, like, it like really hurt. Like, it was painful.
See, from like dad's perspective and watching his son, like I was so proud of you. I was just proud of you because first of all, the goalie position is a very tough position to play, and also it's very mental, right? There's a lot of mental that goes into being goalie, and a lot of responsibility and a lot of pressure. So when you take on that goalie role, you're taking on that pressure, right? And I feel like you felt like you let your team down a little bit.
Yeah.
But you didn't, because first of all, who had the handball, right? Like who started the penalty kick? It's just
Me.
Yeah. Oh, he did.
Maybe
I don't know, but I'm not blaming anyone, right? I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying, like, you can't completely just blame yourself, is what I'm trying to say. Like, there were events that led up to the penalty kick, and like you said, their best player gets a kick 6 feet away. Like,
yeah, it's like so close.
It's
like,
some of the best goalies in the world miss penalty kicks.
Yeah.
You know, there's not
it's
a goalie
like from that wall, from this, like right here.
Yeah, you're probably like 6 to 8 feet. Mm-hmm. Some of the best goalies in the world get scored on, and they're still one of the best ever. So there's not a goalie ever who has shut out every single game in their life. No. It's never going to happen. So you have to look at it that way too. And you should be proud of yourself that you're putting yourself out there and competing and putting yourself in that position, the goalie position, and taking on that responsibility. It's a big burden to take.
Yeah.
So I was proud of you. I was proud that you dove. You missed it, but shoot, I probably would have missed it too.
Yeah.
A lot of people would have missed it. It's okay, but you gave it your all. And I want moments like that to make you more confident. You shouldn't hang your head down low, and you shouldn't feel bad, and you shouldn't beat yourself up over it. You should be proud of yourself for like trying and doing your best.
Yeah.
So I feel like I understand that, because I was saying earlier on my Facebook Live that sometimes I feel like I'm too hard on myself, and I don't acknowledge. See, dad only focuses on his failures, right? Dad only focuses on like, oh, I'm not where I thought I was going to be. Oh, I'm not this successful person at this age. And I'm only and I'm very hard on myself, just like you are. And I have to remind myself that I need to be proud of myself for doing the work, for putting myself out there, for putting myself in that goalie position. It's the same thing, right? It's like a metaphor.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, and I want you to keep going. Like, I truly want you. There's another troll that said pee pee poo poo.
Did you see the profile picture of the guy?
Yeah.
Is someone doing this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
We appreciate your pee pee poo poo comments.
Yeah, we appreciate your likes too.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
I just don't want you to lose your confidence. I want that to build your confidence. So don't feel discouraged when you. This is what I wanted to tell you. Don't feel discouraged when you fail. And this is coming from somebody who has failed a lot and sometimes feels discouraged. But as much as I failed, I keep going. Just like you said, don't give up, right? So this is like what we're here to do. Be a Sigma.
Yeah. You know what that is?
No, do you?
It's like a guy, and his like jawline is like sucked in, like, yeah, like that. And then like, yeah, it's just like that, and then they look like that. It's just a name.
Oh, okay. Don't let that discourage you is what I was getting at, and just keep on like you're gonna get better and better and better, and maybe next time you block it, but don't lose your confidence.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that to myself too. Like that was your lesson was actually a lesson for me too. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't the goalie in a show, but like you missed a shot, like that's considered a failure, right? Like you failed to block the shot.
Yeah.
So don't let your failures discourage you. That is advice that I need to listen to as well. But does that make sense?
Yeah.
Don't let your failures discourage you, because we're gonna fail. We're all gonna fail at something. And I think that this is where I'm so hard on myself, because Dad has failed a lot. Okay, I own that. Dad has failed a lot.
Yeah. Me too.
But we got to keep going. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm super excited about this mic, this webcam.
Yes.
This adds a whole new element to our podcast. It sounds good, I'm hoping.
Yes. No, it does. It does.
I know it's a big improvement, but we had to get a new cord and all that.
Tell your dad to listen to us.
I will. There's a lot more coming. There's a lot of subjects I want to talk to you about. Like the fame one is very important. Like we have to you have to realize.
Congrats on 70,000 subs.
Thank you. We're gonna get there.
You made a couple more zeros, but
yes, that's all right though. We're gonna get there. Good. I'm glad it sounds good. I'm glad.
I think I know what you mean. Thank you.
Congrats to 700 subs. Let's acknowledge that real quick.
Yeah. 70.
We the ones. No, that's Roman Reigns. But we have achieved 700 subscribers, and that's a big deal. That's a milestone.
Yeah.
We are currently 300 away from 1,000. That's really good. You guys and your poo-poo stuff.
I think we're getting some kids on this.
Maybe, but and if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, because we're gonna have, when we get to 100 million subscribers, we're gonna have a $1 million giveaway.
When we have
you could be the winner.
When we have a 100 trillion subscriber giveaway.
Not that many.
Yeah, congratulations, G, on all your hard work. Thank you.
That is something before we go that I do want to acknowledge as well, is that you have really.
Don't cry, Dad.
Taken over. I'll try not to. I'm proud. And Dad did all his crying yesterday, so I think I'm cried out. But
Funky Spinach.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, it's the guy on Roblox to subscribe to my channel.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Funky.
He has a channel too.
Oh, did you subscribe?
I think so.
Oh, well, we will.
Yeah.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then we will subscribe to it. We promise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for your support.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, I did want to mention that I'm so proud of you for going on Roblox and doing the work to get to 700 as well.
Yeah,
that's a great job.
I just keep forgetting to go on.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, sometimes we also have to take a break, But we're working and we're working hard, and we're building this channel, and we're building this channel together, and it's been really awesome. And I'm proud of.
Me too.
I'm proud of us, and this is part of the mission for you and I, because we have. Dad keeps saying this, like, we have been here before as different human beings together on the same mission. So we're continuing our mission, but this time I get to be your dad. It's pretty cool. I know, and I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. So it does sound crazy, but it is. We've been here before, my guy. Yeah.
I also wanted to say that I started doing the Roblox method at 400 subscribers.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
See, and I feel like that was like a month ago.
Yeah.
So in a month, we got 300?
Kind of.
Kind of, around a month?
No, around 2 or 3.
That's amazing. Because it took us how many years to get to 3 or 4? 2 years to get to like 300?
3.
Yeah.
No, 2, yeah.
2?
That's awesome.
3? Like almost 3, right? Like 260 something. And then we, see.
But, so, should I tell him the story?
Sure.
Okay, so one day, I was at my grandma's house. He was working at Starbucks. So I was waiting for him. And my cousin Jayla was there, right? And I was like, I wonder what's another way I can gain more subscribers on my channel. And I think I thought of it. And I was like, let's go on Roblox and ask people to subscribe. And I was like, okay, let's do a challenge. Who can get more subscribers from my channel? and I don't know who won. I think I got like 5, 6, 7, or maybe, and she got like 5, 6, and I just kept continuing to do that because I realized that was a good way to gain more subscribers, and I kept doing it and doing it and doing it, and now I'm at 701. And when I started, I know the exact number. I was at 405 exactly.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow. So here we are, 300 subscribers later, and we thank everybody who has subscribed to the channel.
So smart. Thank you. Don't check out my stuff. I'm pretty offensive.
We're still gonna check it out, Funky.
Funky.
But thank you for your support, though, and
Yes,
we do have a lot more planned, and we are only going to get better. Like, this is a big step.
I think these other people were people I asked on Roblox too.
Okay.
I'm guessing. Maybe. I don't know.
But either way, it's exciting, and it's just fun building this with you. And this is part of like the game plan, and this is also part of the future. Like, I really do foresee us making money from this.
Yeah.
I do, but we have to start somewhere. And we're going to connect with a lot of people, and we're going to just network, and it's going to be really cool. It really is. So that's exciting. It's fun. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me.
Yeah, me too.
Let's not let our failures get the best of us, and let's not let fear get the best of us. I'm asking the universe right now to remove fear from me, and it's going to happen. So
and remove not losing confidence for me and you.
We're going to gain confidence. So the new moon is coming up, and I don't think I'll have you on Thursday, but I'll send you a text. And
I'm still going to write.
I'm going to remind you to write your list of intentions of what you want to attract into your life.
Well, I am.
We're going to attract 1,000 subscribers. I'm saying by the end of, we're putting out in the universe right now. So 1,000 subscribers by the end of June.
June.
By the end of my birthday, we're going to celebrate 1,000.
I want 1,000 subscribers exactly on June 25th.
Ooh, how cool would that be?
That would be amazing.
Okay, well, we got to
celebrate your birthday and me hitting 1,000 subscribers at the same time.
Yeah, it would be cool.
That would be amazing.
Well, if that
it's possible.
It is possible, but we got to put in the work. That's how it works. So like when you're home and you have free time, you continue to do it. I'll continue to post and get subscribers. I still ask people and reach out, and people still subscribe. So we just got to keep going.
Posting more shorts. Because the shorts were doing good.
I want to start doing skits.
Oh yeah, skits.
Yeah. And start doing more of those unboxings, because those are fun. I want to do an episode soon about our intentions and like what we really want to like do and how we're gonna do it and stuff. And it's coming along.
Yeah.
So it starts with this podcast tonight, and the mic and the webcam looks really good. Dad looks very handsome, so that's good. I'm just joking, but
I feel like it looks so pale.
Well, maybe it's a little It's a little, the color maybe a little, but it is in 4K. It does look good.
Look at me. It's tan, huh?
Yeah, white boy. You a white boy. All right, white boy. I'm sorry. Is that offensive? Well, we thank everyone for watching.
Yes.
And,
can we do a question thing?
A question thing?
Like if people want to ask us questions or something?
I guess we have time for a question.
Maybe.
As long as it's not about pee-pee or poo-poo.
Yeah. Maybe.
And then we gotta go because I have to do laundry, and it's, if we want to play a video game or do something, we don't have much time.
I gotta go to bed at like 10.
It's a school night.
At 10:30.
Probably 10:30.
Okay. Then in that case, we have time.
And we have a minute. And if nobody asks a question.
I got a question.
No, I don't trust your question.
Okay, I trust him.
I don't trust it.
I don't do a lot of faking dogs.
I don't trust this question.
But yeah, of course, he's the only one that
Yeah, see, we knew that was coming. All right, we're going. No, we're going. All right, we love you guys. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
One love, peace, and equality for everybody. Always. Yeah. We're not talking about pee-pee or poo-poo anymore.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night to you.
Okay, thank you.
Peace.
Peace.